I'm the first person that will bring her to club. That was our first club experience ever. And I like the...
Yes, so my correct people them Laide Bakare daughter, what did they call her, say Simi Oluwa, don't celebrate her birthday in style. Alright, so my correct people them. But you know, people don't focus on other things instead of the birthday to trend. What you call the trend? Now the video where the mama make where talk say now she be the first person who introduce her daughter to alcohol and clubbing. And then many people started saying a lot. Some say, me I thank God, say me, my mama at church, she introduced me to this one will say me, I thank God, say my mama, like you know, different talks. So let's listen to the video from Laide.
She wanted to spend a night with her friends, like 6, 7 of them, in all by themselves. So now that she's not home now, she's with them in the apartments, luxury apartments. They were playing games, they were doing stuff. You know, they were 16, 17. You know that age. They're being newly introduced to life. Things they don't know. She has never gone out. She's never gone to party. If I tell you, I'm the first person that will bring her to club. That was our first club experience ever. And I like the fact that, you know, in her memo, she said, my very first alcoholic drink, the clubbing, was through my mom. Yes, because that was the first time she would be in the club.
Right, so my correct people, them, you know, many people, they criticize, say, now, wow, why will you take your daughter to a club? Why will you introduce her to alcohol? And all of that. Well, my correct people, them, in terms of, you know, all waiting the mama talk, me, I don't get any contribution. I don't know her reasons. Maybe she has her reasons, you know, for doing that. Me, I don't know the reasons. But I think, you know, she's trying to say, I want to be the first person, you know, to introduce her to a club. I want to be the first person to introduce her to alcohol and all of that. If it makes sense to her, fine and good. But most fans' reaction, first person say, if it reach your turn, wait, make outsider teach them, especially if they are very curious. Then the second person say, definitely her father isn't in the picture. Then the next say, mommy, thank you for taking me to church and introducing me to Jesus. Next person says, some information should remain indoors. They say, ma'am, you will look back on this video someday and cringe. First person say, I cannot be more proud of you. You are the example every woman should follow when they want to destroy their tomorrow. You are doing well. Next person say, I'm sure she's not a single mother. Then the next say, I would do the same. I would rather be best friend to my daughter than let her think I am too holy for her to relate with. But trust me, she's going to be 18 plus and we are going to be very fine working together in the world. If you don't involve yourself, they will do worse. So allow me involve myself and correct her to be morally upright. Next person says, spitting rubbish with confidence. You do not give a minor what should not be given. If it's your child, I just wish some agency work in Nigeria. And just before you comment, read the Constitution first and you will be surprised that it's completely wrong for her to do this. But who will persecute her? None of. Then the next person said the most abused word in Nigeria is luxury. Example, luxury hair. I tell you. Hey, no be only luxury, both luxury and what did they call that thing? Distress sale. Every little thing, distress sale. This one are people where they sell houses and cars. Distress sale, distress sale. So that you go think say, oh, maybe the price is affordable for where? For where? Like to abuse word, Next one say, yeah, all shouting church should rest, I beg. So many pastors' daughters are in the clubs every week. Her method might not be nice, but it's her way of controlling her home. It's threatening their bond. Next person say, and when she misbehaves tomorrow, all will be asking who raised her or where she picked up such character from. Next one say, "Mommy, you are doing well. In fact, extremely well." The next say, "Single mother's vibes." Come laugh. The next say, "Clap for yourself." The next say, "So parents that make their children now by age 2 would be called what? Make everybody handle their children as they want. There is no rule book for in parenting, and this definitely doesn't make her a bad mother." Next person say, "Social media is crazy. Lawyers in the house. So 17 should be allowed to take alcohol and go to the club by a parent? Why not wait till she turns 18? Also introduce her to a man una dey try o." Next person say, "At 17, while legal drinking age is 18, what else did you introduce her to at 17 aside alcohol and club? Do the right thing as a mother. Doesn't matter if others are doing it. At 12 years, you do the right thing." Now, wow, my correct people them. Me, I no get waiting to talk. Every aboki within kettle. Now my own be that. But I get a list of things where I want my children, to start to do or use at the age of 18. It doesn't mean it has to be clubbing, alcohol, just normal things that go help their life, and introducing them to other things. But anyhow, when any other person feels say he won't do, now their cup of tea. So see the woman reply, she say, "No, please, I didn't do alcohol with at same line boss, only club, and it's just to give her a bit of exposure towards the future. I am not as bad as you think. Don't forget, she's still a minor, a teenager with robust figure." No be she, I no watch this video well, make I go back. In her memory, she will say, "My very first club experience, an alcoholic drink, is from my mom." So what does that mean? Abeg, if una dey talk, make una dey listen to una self, or before you come out to come debunk, no say e get video wey you don already do wey dey for the public domain. Just know that one. It's all this una debunk. You know why I don't want to say much? Sometimes I understand what she's trying to do. She's trying to be her daughter's best friend, even though the timing is wrong, because the legal drinking age for Nigeria here na 18, even though the timing is wrong, she's just trying to okay, don't worry, just feel free with me, feel safe around me, you can tell me anything, which is a very, very, good position to be with your child. Not necessarily say you must introduce her to club, introduce her to alcohol, or all those things. You can just be your child's best friend, just by, creating that bond, always discussing with your children, always being together. Like me now, I can say that I'm very close to my mom. She no introduced me to any of those things. In fact, she was even against all those things. But we did very close. We did gist, we do things together. At home, we work together. Then we gist about things. Then before you know, you go begin to gist things, even things where you no even plan. There was a time in my life that even things where I no even want gist my mother, I no go know when I go even talk am. And sometimes I'll be like, "Oh my God, why did I even say this? Maybe I will not talk, so I no want to tell am some things again." Because of the closeness, you no go even know. Now, no be like everything I dey gist her like that again. Because most of all those things now, I think my husband is the closest person right now, and most of all the gisting things not with them. So, but I can't really say I have that. Now, if I say I don't want to talk something, I know they talk, especially things wey no really concern me. But if na things wey concern me, or even if I say I don't want to talk, I know they talk. I know be like before again, where even if I don't want to talk, I no go even know when I go tell my mother and all of that. So I think maybe that's the relationship that she's trying to create. Because sometimes when you are close to your children, to the extent that they gist you everything, when you hear finish, you know the area to come in when it comes to advice. But I don't think it's necessary saying that you must introduce her to club, that you must introduce her to alcohol. I don't know. I read a book with in kettle, I beg. Alright, Una, thank you for watching. Una stay beautiful. Una, bye.